Hey everybody, how are you? Hope you're having a lovely evening. So I'm just sitting down to do my YouTube stuff. I've been running around all day. Just been one of those days where you got to spend all day running errands and getting stuff done, and that's why I'm late to the table. But I got something good for you. So, those of you that are interested in Chantal, you may or may not have heard about the infamous Cuba rage. Like the Cuba rage is iconic. It will go down in history as the mother of all meltdowns from Chantal. So, what happened in Cuba? Well, we all know about her and Natter, how they were heavily involved with each other, lots of drama, lots of fighting. And Chantal started talking about she wanted to go to Cuba. Now, I will confess, as a reactor to Chantal, considering her history of talking about things but not doing things, yeah, I had my doubts she was going to go to Cuba. It has to do with the fact that even before the Cuba incident, before her going to Cuba, she had made many promises about places that she wanted to go, things that she was planning, such as going to the weekend concert. She talked extensively about going to the weekend concert. She never went. And then she talked about Eurobeats and going to Europe. That didn't happen. And then talking about going to Jamaica. Well, that didn't happen either. So when the talk of Cuba came up, I'm like, yeah, okay, you're daydreaming out loud. Well, myself and the other reactors, we got the shock of a lifetime when she actually followed through with it. And her audience, the Beezers, they were very happy because it meant no more talk about Natter. Perhaps Chantal is turning over a new leaf. Perhaps she will finally stop thinking about Natter, stop focusing on Natter, just showing something completely different. They were very, very excited. And indeed, when she got to Cuba, there was a lot of positive support. A lot of the Beezers who said, we're so glad to see you away from him and you look so relaxed. They were really given that positive enforcement. Problem is, Chantal really didn't like it too much because she prefers the negative attention over the positive attention. What's interesting is that later on, it was revealed by Natter that the entire time that she was in Cuba, where she was supposed to be forgetting about him and turning over a new leaf, just trying to get over him, they were actually in communication via text. And she told him in text that she was going to talk about him for the sake of getting more views and making more content. So they were still in cahoots back then. So the Cuba rage happened. But before the Cuba rage happened, and there were many mini rages while she was there, she spent almost her entire time in Cuba raging and yelling and just going off about something, just melting down over one thing or another, usually Dee Dee or Natter. There were moments of peace, like her going to the beach, like her going down to the buffet and hanging out. And that's what I want to spotlight here because there are some things of interest with this piece of footage. And I want to show it to you guys as a retro react. So I hope you guys are okay with that. Uh, the Cuba Rage, everybody's covered it. Uh, the language in the Cuba Rage is just off the chain. I mean, yellow dollar signs everywhere if you're a YouTuber because of all the profanity coming out of her mouth. But this was one of the more peaceful moments. But despite the fact it was one of the more peaceful moments, she really wasn't at peace. So I want to showcase that to all of you and give my thoughts. So why don't we just get into it? Okay, like this was Chantal going to the beach, going to the resort. That's right. There she is in her little motel room. And it's such a shame that while she was in Cuba that she did not step off the resort and see other parts of Cuba, although she said later that when she went to Cuba that she didn't have much money on her. She quickly ran out of money. So the feeling is she paid for a package that included the place she was staying plus the food at the buffet, and she just stuck to the resort. She didn't know her way around Cuba, plus she didn't have the money to travel, but she spent the entire time in Cuba at the resort until she finally went home. So why don't we just check in with Foodie back in the past and see what the differences are between Foodie then and Foodie now. So let's go.
Yesterday, I don't even want to talk about it. Actually, I will say, I was not myself. Like, I was.
Okay, before we get into this, let's add some context. For anyone who was not around during that time period, what happened? What do you need to know? Well, what you need to know is the first night that Chantal arrived in Cuba, she had a little mini meltdown. She had a mini meltdown because she was in a new place, which is understandable, unfamiliar environment, unfamiliar people, the strangeness of it all. But she was also having a meltdown because she was used to taking edibles all the time, high doses of edibles. So there she is in Cuba alone, no access to her beloved edibles, and she was freaking out, absolutely freaking out. And she was off the chain. And she had a little mini meltdown. So here she is, I believe it's the next day after the first day, and she's going to explain what happened.
Like, you should have seen the horrible shit I said to him. It was disgusting, actually. And I'm saying that because I don't feel right as a person being like that, like letting myself get to that anger emotion to where I just want to destroy somebody. Like, that's fucking toxic as shit and bad for everybody, any human being, spirit, soul, whatever. So today, I went to bed. Well, I didn't go to bed right away. I was raging still, but I ended up falling asleep sometime.
You know what's interesting about Nader and Chantal? We all know that Nader has an anger problem. He's got a bad temper. But so does Chantal. She's got an anger problem. She should be in anger management because she doesn't know how to handle her anger very well. And the way she usually handles her anger is if she's mad at somebody, if it's a man and it's a man she's attached to and she wants to get close to, she will not go up to that man and talk to him and say, I'm upset with you. I'm really upset with you. Can we please sit down and talk about it? No, she's a bit of a coward. She takes out her anger on other people, especially on the internet, knowing that they can't really fight back, or she doesn't have to physically face them. So the internet has always been her favorite punching bag whenever she's mad at somebody. Whoever it is, if it's in her real life, and especially if it's a man, she won't say anything to them. She'll just fight through her computer screen.
And yes, it was a great sleep. I want to go down to the resort entrance. So, like, I think there's like going to be a rep today talking to us. So I've decided, because of how overwhelmed I am, like with this trip, I'm feeling better today, but I feel like taking on a whole bunch of excursions would be way too overwhelming this trip. So I think it's better if I just take advantage of this trip like the way I feel comfortable doing it, like just staying on the resort for now. Like, not in my room. I'm going to be.
I'm seeing a pattern. Are you guys seeing a pattern? Let's recap. So Chantal lived in Canada. That's her home state, her home country. Canada is far and wide and vast and beautiful. And it's such a shame, as large and beautiful as Canada is, we really didn't see much of it through her eyes. While she was in Canada, she made a point to just, sequester herself in a house, in a room, stay there, eat bees, whatever, and not leave the house. And then after Canada was Cuba. And here's another chance to see something different, to explore, to be around people, to just come out of your shell a little bit. And by coming out of your shell, be more comfortable with people, just get over that initial fear of talking to people and being social. Just break out of your shell by chipping off little pieces of it, little at a time, until you're really comfortable with yourself and you can go anywhere and do anything, because fear can hold you hostage. It really can. If you're an introverted person, if you're really insecure, really shy, fear can hold you hostage. You have unnecessary fears sometimes, but to break through that, You have to take little baby steps to break the patterns that are holding you hostage. So she's in Cuba, and even if she's on the resort and she doesn't want to leave the resort is big. It's full of people. It's things to do. Find many things to do. Talk to many different people. She never really did. So after Cuba, she went to Kuwait. What happened in Kuwait? She found a little apartment and she stayed there almost all the time and only ventured out of the house when she had to do her vlogs. And then her and Salah went to Thailand. Again, there's another opportunity. Different culture, different set of people. That fear, that insecurity just kept her in a room. She's been in many different places in the world, and yet the behavior always stays the same. And yet this was not the Chantal that made her channel back in 2017. The 2017 Chantal could go out, go take a walk, go to a mall with her friend Rena, had no fear of people, was not insecure about herself. This insecurity only showed up when she started to really, really gain weight. Back then, she was close to 400 pounds. I don't know where she is these days. I'm thinking well over 500. But it would seem like the bigger you become, Chantal, the more afraid you are to be around people, the more insecure. So wouldn't this simple answer to be, I want to really get my life back. I want to be able to be around people. I want to be able to do things. And since I don't feel good in my own skin, let's see what we can do about fixing that to where I can be at a size and I can do a lot of things and go a lot of places and I'm not worried about people staring at me. But the fear, the insecurity, the introvertedness is only getting worse.
Be out all day, don't worry. But I don't want to undertake more stressful things. I just want to relax. Yeah, I don't want to like go on a boat because like if you go on an excursion, there's gonna be a lot of people, lines, and I'm gonna be worrying. I can't. I can fucking not do it. Like I won't be able to. So I just want to bees. That's right. I just want to bees, basically.
Yeah, but the thing is, you're in Cuba and you don't have your edibles, so how are you gonna bees? Hey, I'm asking questions. How do you bees without the edibles and without the green? Because you can't bring that stuff with you on your vacation. How are you gonna bees?
If you're a Cuba bees, we're gonna Cuba bees. I had diarrhea twice today, and I've been sneezing a lot. This is not good. What if I get something? And I have fupa camel toe. I can't go to the beach with fupa camel toe. Look at this. Gene. Look. See the camel toe? I put this. I'm seriously, my friggin' moose knuckle is gonna be infected. I need to get my fupa removed. It's annoying.
Okay, I want to make something clear right here. I'm a woman, she's a woman. And this is not me fat shaming her, but her showing a full body shot like that, seeing her fupa hang down, the first thought that comes to my mind is that looks painful. I've never experienced that, but just looking at the bottom fupa area, the way it is hanging off of her body, it looks like it hurts. It looks like it hurts a lot. I can't imagine having skin pulled tight hanging down the front of you. And this was a while ago, and she's only gotten heavier. Like how painful that must feel, how painful it must be. That if it gets too heavy and too much, if it hangs down too low, how that can interfere in your walking and your moving. She wants to get her fupa removed. I can understand that if it hurts and if it hangs down low, but you can't really get your fupa removed as long as you're gaining weight, because skin removal surgery means they remove the skin, but you got to get rid of the fat underneath it first.
You know what? Fupas might cause BV. I swear.
Wait. Stop. She's trying to say that a fupa causes BV. Is she talking about a bacterial infection? Because that's in your nether parts. I mean, I'm not a nurse. Can you get a bacterial infection in your fupa between the folds? I don't know. I don't know. But I just thought bacterial infections were in your female nether parts. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
How do I do this?
Look how much better she's moving here. She's moving with complete ease, and she's not breathing heavy. What a difference 200 pounds can make.
We're going to dance club tonight. I need salsa. You know who I look like when I do that? Zoidberg. These freaking boy shorts are annoying. They're right up my fupa. All right. Hold on, ladies and germs. Hold your horses. Thank you, Holly. Thank you, guys. Haley. Yeah. I haven't drank the water, but I used it to brush my teeth. It smells like eggs. So I showered today. It's fucking humid. Holy shit, I can't breathe right. Maybe I should see the doctor. Maybe he's hot. Something's looking good up there, baby. This is a Vaseline shimmer for your body, like a moisturizer shimmer. And it's just really nice. Like you just put it on and over your on the sunscreen. Vaseline. Okay. That. I smell like a beach. So how does the hotel staff work here? Do I leave a tip every day, or I'm not gonna be live all day because like I don't know what the internet will be like, but I'm gonna be live a lot probably. Because I did this trip for you guys too, right? Like I wanted to bees. So I mean, what are we doing? We're beesing. The problem is I want to be like the internet has to be reliable, and I don't want to like pay $1 million for.
You know, can I just say this about her vacation? She allegedly went through a lot with Natter. He was supposedly abusive to her. So if she's doing this Cuba vacation to reset herself, to turn the page, to get away from Natter, to clear her headspace. If you're taking a vacation like that, why not just spend some time privately doing that? You know, just spend some quiet time, private time away from the camera. That way you can be yourself, reflect, go inward and just, you know, get your thoughts together. Chantal never does that. She never takes any true private time away for herself. She gives no time to Chantal Marie. She gives every bit of time to her persona on YouTube, Foodie Beauty. And that's why her real life suffered so much. Is that after a while, she stopped being Chantal and she dove headfirst into being the persona that she created for the internet.
Data, but I think I have a flat rate of $14 a day for data. Pick your favorites and then they'll look after you. Really? Oh, if someone comes in my room when I'm here, I'll be like, hey, hola, it's your lucky day. Here's $20 and a whole bag of treats. Bring me. All I want is cold water every day. That's all I want. You don't even have to clean my room, honestly. I don't need a clean room. I don't care. Actually, I don't want them to come in and clean my room. I just want water. That cold bottle of water is nice. You're jealous? Why? Oh, I'm in Cuba. I know, guys. And I know, like, I was reading, like everyone is like, you are in Cuba. Like, what the fuck? You're crying. Like, whenever something's bothering me or on my brain, that's all I fixate on. And no matter where I am in the fucking world, or how much money I have, or how much stuff I have, or how many people are telling me something, it doesn't matter. I have tunnel vision. It's bad because it's like it's not good. It prevents you from growing as a person. And a lot.
Well, that's why you need to go to therapy, real therapy, because it might help you with these issues of just getting tunnel vision and hyper fixated on the wrong things. I don't know if you have an addictive personality. Yourself and a doctor might be able to figure that out, but even if they told you you have an addictive personality, at least you would be self aware of it and you could be on the watch for it. But you're right. You're like a dog with a bone. You know, like once you get that bone in your mouth, you're not going to let it go. And usually the bone is either food or men or party favors. That's why you need different coping mechanisms and coping skills. So you can find a way to get away from those harmful fixations. And unfortunately, not only do you have these fixations privately, but then you bring them up to the public and put it in everybody's faces. So whatever it is you're going through, they're kind of going through it with you too. And those people that are in your audience, they may have their own stuff that they have to deal with. And they're just coming on YouTube to get distracted away from things for a while and be entertained. And then they tune into your channel, and here you are bringing 1,000 pounds of your drama and dumping it on their doorstep and saying, here, does it stink? Yeah, it does stink. It stinks a lot, especially when you do it all the time.
A lot of ways. Mental health is a priority when I get home because ooh, why do I look weird? I don't look like myself. I feel like I've aged overnight. Hi, I look like an old woman on vacation like everyone else. Oh my god, I'm one of those people. I'm one of those freaking annoying rich white people. Except I'm not rich. Oh, let's go. I got sunscreen. I'm already sweaty.
Now, this was back in the day when Chantal could leave her room and she didn't have to have a companion or a caretaker or an escort or anything. She had complete freedom. She felt comfortable enough to do things by herself. What happened to that Chantal? Where did she go? How did it go from I'm okay with myself and I can go places by myself to getting to a place where she won't leave the house by herself? Got to have somebody with her at all times, like a bodyguard.
Probably gonna get heat stroke. Watch, they're gonna think I'm 50. I look 50 right now. Don't blow your nose in public. Are you for real? I'm on a resort. Nobody's gonna blow their nose all day. There would be a sign. No, España. No. How do you say that in Spanish? No blowing your nose. Por favor. Let me find my inhaler. I will be good to go.
And I just want to point this out. She was moving around like this and no sciatica.
Hola, senor. I can do 100, so I give her like $5. Money will get you far in life. Anyway, you know, I was sitting on the toilet today and I was thinking about that. I know it's depressing and like maybe a lot of you don't agree with me, but I do feel kind of bad like that Cuba is such a beautiful country, and it seems like it has a lot more to offer than just being known for like resort, like just be like for like the Western world. Like we look at it like it's like so it's like its own country. It's like it has its own culture. It's like magnificent, and it has people, and these people like just want a good life, and they like work really, really, really fucking hard. And I feel like the Western world exploits them.
Ma'am, ma'am, you are a Canadian woman that you enjoyed all the rights and privileges of living in Canada, every single one of them. Okay. You got to go where you wanted to go. You got to do what you wanted to do. You're making the Western world seem like a bad place. There's lots of people that live in the Western world and in Canada that they lead perfectly healthy lives. It's just you that because you lived your life in excess, that you turned all those rights and privileges into a bad thing. Because not only did you use them, you abuse them. So you're putting off this air right now of, well, people come to Cuba and they take advantage of people that live there that maybe don't have as many rights or freedoms or as much money. Meanwhile, you are in Canada making streams with the titles like Who Wants Citizenship? And using the money that you got off YouTube and your videos to entice men to you to spend time with you. You're a predatory person. You always have been. Even more so after you got on YouTube and you started making all that money, you turned into a total predator. And you haven't quit yet. Because look at you with Salah. You probably filled up his ears with all kinds of promises about things you would do for him. You strung him along until he finally figured out that you're nothing but a big liar. But you want to talk about other people being predatory? You better look at yourself first.
That's how I feel. I feel like they're exploited. And you can say their government exploits them, but, well, we should be better than that then. You know? I don't know. I mean, here I am on vacation, and it helps. But the thing is, like, it helps their economy. So without the tourism, it would be even worse. You know? So it's, like, weird. That's just what I meant by it. Anyway. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's, like, hard.
You know, Foodie's over here trying to act like an expert on, like the people here get so taken advantage of. Yet I never saw her on her channel doing any acts of giving or generosity or charity. Miss Almost 100K channel, where are your giveaways? Did you ever do a giveaway for your members or your subscribers? No. I've seen other channels do it, smaller channels, but I've never seen you do it. After you got back from Cuba, you even promised one of your moderators, Ashley Lamborghini, that you would send her the Cuban coffee that you got. That never got sent out. Also, before your Cuba trip, you set up the postcard club. Do you remember that? Because I remember that. I don't know if it's still active. But the whole premise of the postcard club was that you would travel the world, and wherever you were in the world, whoever was signed up to the postcard club, they would get a postcard from that location. So people signed up for $10 a month. You never sent one single postcard. Several months of that postcard club being up, not one single postcard got sent. How much money did you make from just one of those members? Over $100, about $120, $140. They're paying $10 a month for several months, over $100 per person. And there were several that signed up. So yeah, you want to talk about predatory? You are. You're a scammer and a liar.
Like, I don't know, sipping a pina colada when you know there's like a lot of stuff going on in the world. Not far from here. So can Americans even travel here? I don't even know. Yeah, enjoy what you can. The world, yeah. Just try to be, you know what, the world's a shitty place, yes. And I guess individually we can just try what we can do to be good, you know, and we can't be good all the time. Like, everyone's a piece of shit at some point. Give me a break. Every single person is a piece of shit at some point. Okay, so I have $200, $300. 300, I left a 10, and I have some 10s and 20s. So I'm gonna bring cash because I need cash.
Yeah, she ran out of cash, and then there was a whole situation with a waiter there. What was his name? And something happened, and she gave this waiter her new laptop. Now, the rumor is she gave the laptop for something. Might have been party favors or something else, but she gave a complete stranger her laptop. And she made it seem like it was no big deal. Oh, give him a laptop. So why would she give the laptop? Was it because she ran out of money and that was all she had to give in exchange for something? But yeah, that happened. She ran out of money. And she met up a waiter who she thought was cute, and she gave him her laptop.
So I'm gonna go to a cashier and get smaller bills and give him a tip again. And then that's how it's gonna go. I'm gonna put my money in here. I have this little zipper pouch area for money. Like that. Actually, I'm gonna put it inside my purse. Right? Or no? Yeah. Because if I lose my money, I'll be freaking out. Because I will be there's no ATM here. I would have to use my credit card, which I don't know if I can. I think you can, but not for tips. I'm going. We're gonna go right now. I just got to, what else do I have to do? Oh, sunscreen on my legs. All right, guys. Let's go get some Cuban breakfast. I don't want to bring a lot. I want to pack. I want to be light. So I'm gonna just bring this, money, my phone, what else?
Like look, I don't know if you guys can see the chat. I can. I don't know if you can, but the Looney Tubes uploaded it with the chat, and thank you for that, Looney Tubes. But a lot of positive reinforcement. Her beezers were really excited for the Cuba trip. It was something different. It was something positive. It was a break from all the Natter drama. They really loved this. Unfortunately, the happiness did not last.
Not my credit card. Should I bring my credit card? Yeah, you know what? All right, guys. You there? Cuba wheeze. I'm wheezing. I'm gonna walk very slow. It's so pretty out here. Oh my god. Wow. What the fuck? So this is the pool. Hey, there's my golf cart garçon. Here's the main pool area. Huge bar down over there, 24 hours. And I just, actually, it's not that far of a walk as I thought it would be. Hola! Hola! Oh, so gorgeous. Wow. See my shoes here? They're very comfortable. The Crocs, they're very, yeah. Good morning. So gorgeous. Oh, they sell stuff. Cute. Okay, so let's go in the shade.
Like, this was back in the day when she wasn't afraid to be around people. And you know what? Like, this is her vacation. This is not mine. But if I ever went down to Cuba, even just to stay at a resort, you best believe I'd be down at the pool every day. Heck yeah. I wouldn't be in that room all day. I'd be walking around, checking out the sights, talking to people. Why not? Like, even surrounded by people, she's cutting off the interaction by having her face in her phone.
I think I smell coffee. Is this where breakfast is? Where do we get coffee here? Where do you get coffee around here? And breakfast?
Buffets down that way. Buffet, just follow halfway over.
Oh, okay, thank you.
You're welcome. You have cappuccino at the bar. It's
Do they
really
have
good.
juice here?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. No. I want breakfast, so let's go check out breakfast. I'm fucking starving. Let's get a Wi-Fi password right now.
It's almost like she doesn't know how to interact with people without the phone being involved. Like, maybe she just feels really uncomfortable talking to people unless she's got the audience with her, like surrounded by friends. I don't know. It's just weird. Just turn off the phone and go get your breakfast, and then after you're done, turn the phone back on. But no, it's like I guess she doesn't want to feel completely alone, so she just turns on the live chat so she's got someone to talk to while she's there.
Oh my god. Okay, let's go eat first and then figure it out. Oh, yeah. Ah, hola. Okay, where's the... All right, let's go get some food. What do you say?
I'm not quite sure her thinking in getting a hot coffee in Cuba and it's getting hot. I'm not understanding that logic. She should be drinking nothing but water. She's from Canada and she went from a cold climate to a very hot tropical climate. You know, your body's going to be kind of freaking out. It's going to be kind of wonky because of the difference in temperature. Coffee is a diuretic. It's going to make you pee. Just drink water. Hydrate yourself.
Who thinks I'm going to heat stroke out? Look at me. I need to go in the water. Jugo? Oh, Jugo. Okay, let's go get some food.
Yeah, for those who missed it, for those who weren't around for the Cuba rage, for the whole Cuba trip, it was a combination of three things. Either Chantal was in her room having a meltdown about Nader and Didi again, or if she wasn't doing that, she was at the buffet area. She just wouldn't seem to leave. She was always near the food. On a rare occasion, she might go to the beach, I think once or twice, but she was either in her room, on her phone, doing a live chat, most likely yelling about Didi and Nader, or she was down at the buffet. She would not leave the food alone.
Hi. How is the quality of service here? Google? Oh, okay. Oh my God, this is huge. Look at this. Like.
And Chantal's being Chantal, of course, swinging her phone around, filming people without their consent. You know, when she doesn't have to, she just keep the phone on her face.
Oh, gracias. Oh my God.
And you know, the other people in the place are looking at her like, we're just getting breakfast. This is not the ocean. This is not anything scenic. Why does she have the phone on us like that?
Look at this buffet. Whoa. Look. Wow.
Like, why in the world do you need to film a buffet at a resort? I ask you. It's not like there's tons of exquisite gourmet food on the buffet table. Why do you need to film the buffet? Always fixated on the food, even in Cuba.
Hello, hola. Good. I just wanted to show everybody the food. Am I allowed to do that? Huh? I want to show them everything.
There was also an incident in Cuba where she got brought an entire leftover birthday cake or a cake of some sort. They sent it to Chantal's table. I would have taken that as a slap in the face. It wasn't even like a slice of cake. It was a whole doggone cake, a leftover cake from the buffet.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. Gracias.
Look at that. She wants food, and she won't put her phone down long enough to serve herself and get herself a plate and then go to the table with her plate and then turn her camera back on. She's having somebody else serve her because she just will not let that phone go.
Yeah. Okay. Oh my God. Did we just take the fruit? Oh. Hold on. Oh. All right, let me see. Oh. Huh? Oh, yeah.
Chantal, you are being so incredibly rude. It's a buffet. People are there to get the food, put it on their plate, and leave. You're making things a lot harder and a lot longer than it has to be just because you got a live stream going. That's the worst. You're such a rude person.
What is this? Wow. Yeah. Thank you. So here's my breakfast. I don't know what it is, but this is juice. Real pineapple juice. Doesn't taste like. Oh. Water. You know what I want? Coffee.
Why? It's why would you do that? It's Cuba. It's gonna get hot. Why do you want hot coffee? It's just gonna make you feel hotter. You want cold. You want cold fruit. You want cold drinks because that'll make you feel cooler, not hotter, you dummy.
I'm gonna ask the lace lady. How do you say coffee in Spanish? Hurry. Coffee in Spanish.
Cafe.
With cream and sugar.
Cafe con leche. Coffee with milk.
Cafe? Cafe con leche or leche? Con leche or leche? Yeah. Gracias. And I have here, we have, so it looks like, so this is this guava? Like fresh guava? Oh my God. I should have brought a fan, like a little fan to go like this.
Of all the places she could have gone in the world, she chose Cuba. Was it because it was cheap? She always picks cheap. She always picks places that are cheaper in price. It isn't about, is it a place where I'm going to have fun? Is it a place that has a similar climate to Canada where it's colder weather and I'm going to feel naturally comfortable? No, it's about, is it cheap? Okay, let's go. I mean, she went to Cuba, which is tropical. She's from Canada. She's used to that colder climate. She had to know that she was going to be roasting. And she was. So she went to Cuba and she dealt with the hotter weather. And then when she got to Kuwait, desert climate, when her and Salah had to go and travel, where'd they go? Thailand. Tropical weather. I guess she didn't learn her lesson the first time around.
Whew, that's a bit better. All right, you guys were right. I need to listen to you and my aunts. Sleep, eat, explore, you'll feel better. Yes, and yes, I feel a lot better. I don't think I'm gonna like. Muchas gracias. Sugar? Sugar cane. I want coconut water today. I want to drink some coconut today. Water fans? Oh yeah, Agathon. We'll explore today and see what's up. Get extra food you can take to your room. I'm gonna see if there's like
I know it's kind of hard to hear because it's a lot. The noise inside the cafeteria or the buffet area is a lot. So we're just gonna move ahead. Maybe it's not so noisy.
There's bathrooms here? Okay, good. Because I might need one soon. Carry beach bag, sunscreen, Imodium water. I should go take Imodium actually. No? Okay, give me a minute. I'm gonna go see my experiences. So if I want to.
Yeah, she's doing a live stream and she has to know that her microphone is going to pick up all that noise. Why choose to stream in a place that's extremely noisy and nobody can really hear you? Just go into the place, have the live stream off, get your breakfast, have a moment to yourself. And then once you go to a quieter location like a beach or something, then start the stream.
I can talk to somebody about my experience. I can talk to this guy, I guess. I'm gonna take my mask off now. Mask lady. See how they call you lady here? I love it. Thank you, lady. I gave the money exchange. I got like $20.
I'm telling you, if I went to that resort, I'd never be in my room. I'd be at the beach all day. Oh, I'd be at the beach all day. Motel room who? Don't know her right now. I'd be at the beach.
Crabby. Not crabby, but like disgusted that I had so many $100 bills. Honestly.
There she is, like humble bragging about all the money she's got. Oh, me and my $100 bills. The universe heard you when you said you were miserable with money, Chantal. Because after this trip to Cuba, once the Natter arc was over, man, your money started going down.
Disgusted, but like, do you know what I mean? He just looked not happy, so I wanted to make him happy. Let's sit on it. Let's try this bench out. Fat people like me. Hold on. You know what? I'm fat. A little disabled, but I don't care.
What was that? Say that one more time.
Let's sit on it. Let's try this bench out. Fat people like me. Hold on. You know what? I'm fat. A little disabled, but I don't care. I do give. I do like to give. Makes me happy. I also like to have too, but I like to have what I want. And what I want doesn't always involve money. Sometimes you can't get what you want even if you have money. Learn that the hard fucking way. But not just that, but
that's the problem you didn't learn. You did not learn. You didn't learn the lesson with Natter. And therefore the lesson got repeated with Salah. You tried to buy Natter. Didn't work, did it? And then you tried again with Salah. That didn't work either. Two-time fool you are. And that's what happens when there are important life lessons that you need to learn for a reason and you don't learn them. You've got to repeat them and repeat them and repeat them until you finally get it. But once you get it, you can move on to the next stage. But you've never progressed past that point, have you?
Hello. Okay, so here's the pool. I don't know if you guys want to it's gorgeous. Just lay out by the pool. Let's go lay out on the beach. Oh my god, Jamaica with my aunt would be a fucking blast. Oh my god. You have no idea. These keep riding up my phone.
You know, I know that her and her Aunt Phyllis are on good terms, that of all the members of the family, her and Aunt Phyllis get along the best because they're both wild spirits, if you will. But even if Aunt Phyllis came with her on this trip, I think Aunt Phyllis would have just been out within the first day because Chantal just could not get her mind nor her thoughts off of Natter. Like it might have started off as one of those vacation things, two women being together where everything is good. But then when one starts to have a complete meltdown and won't stop, the other one just says, hey, you're having a moment. I'm going to be over here doing my thing. Like they would just have split up and done their own things.
I have chub rub. A little bit of chub rub, so.
That's because you're not even wearing cotton shorts. You're basically wearing spandex. Okay, there's no breathing with spandex. It doesn't allow for your skin to breathe. So yeah, you're gonna get some chub rub and it's gonna hurt.
Oh, what a gorgeous day. Hola.
Like everybody knows, if you're going to a hotter climate, wear something light and breathable where your skin can breathe, where there's no friction. She's doing everything wrong.
Oh my goodness.
Wearing the tight spandex shorts, drinking coffee, making her own misery.
Check this out, guys. Holy fuck. This is insane. This is literally paradise.
Okay, you know what, Chantal? You like to say that people are jealous of you. Everybody's jealous of me. I'm not jealous of your life. I'm not jealous of you. But I am jealous of that right there. That scenery. I am so jealous of that because I grew up in Florida. I'm a Florida kid. Okay. That was my home state. And I was surrounded by water. Not as pretty as that, but still. And I would give anything to see that again. But I'm in the Pacific Northwest, but I still miss that because that's what I consider to be my home, is seeing water like that all over the place.
Literal paradise. Let's go. Oh my God, I'm in the sand. There's the bar with all the booze. I think I should get a drink. It's like 10 in the morning.
Girl, you just had coffee and juice and you want to put booze on top of that? Are you sure you're ready for that? You run into the bathroom.
Oh my God. It's hard to walk in the sand. It's really hard to walk in the sand. Oh my God. Booze equals crying and ranting. That's true. Can you guys even see? Oh, there's seashells. Look. Oh, cute. Like, for real. Okay, I'm putting you guys. Okay.
And there's Chantal willingly going into the water. Probably the only time she's ever done that. And again, she just can't take some time for herself. Turn the camera off. You know, you're in Cuba with this beautiful beach. Turn the camera off and just take a walk along the sand. Just you, yourself, and I. Do some self-reflection and think about your life. Think about the things that you were doing before you arrived in Cuba. Let all of your thoughts go. That's the beauty of nature and the ocean. You can just think about everything and nothing all at the same time. Wasted opportunity to get her mind together. And then, again, this is what people tuned in for, like the spontaneity. What is she going to do next? Where's she going to take us? What new adventure lies for us on her channel? Man, all those days are gone.
Did you see me in the water? Okay. And then we can check out the pool and the nightclub tonight. I'll come back alone, maybe later too, and have some.
Yeah, this was a rare, peaceful moment in Cuba. Very rare. Out of her entire trip, this is one of the more peaceful moments, and there weren't many. The rest of the time she spent mad. Can you imagine? Imagine going on vacation and you spend all kinds of money on this vacation and all kinds of time between the plane ride to get there and to, getting yourself sorted again, just to arrive and spend most of your vacation angry and yelling and screaming at early hours of the morning. That's what she did. She paid all that money and she spent all that time to get to Cuba just to be angry like she was back in Canada. Why would you go on vacation and do the exact same thing in another location that you did in the original location?
Time with the beach. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
And people in chat are freaking out over the color of the water because the water is so wonderfully blue. That's how the Caribbean is. I know because I used to live in Florida, and the water around Florida looks like it's a dark brown, but when you fly away from Florida down to, say, St. Martin, St. Bart's, Cuba, the water is the most gorgeous shade of blue you could ever imagine. I went down to St. Bart's and St. Martin's, and let me tell you something, the islands, you don't miss your watch. You don't miss your clock. You don't think about the internet. You're so relaxed. It is so blissfully peaceful. You don't miss the modern world at all. It's a different environment. It's a different vibe.
I'm definitely going to lose weight this week. Definitely. All right, let me put my shoes on. What do I do? Really? Hungry?
Okay, so that's it. I just want to show you guys like one of the more peaceful moments between all the Cuba beezing and the Cuba rage. I just thought you guys would like to see that. Chantal on vacation by herself without Salah, like how she used to be, that she used to be able to take vacations with no assistance, no one there to hold her hand or hold the camera. She used to be able to do things by herself. She had more independence, and she just gave all that up. Ain't that sad? Well, she made her choices, didn't she? So that's it for this react. Hope you guys have enjoyed this little trip back in time. I'm going to check out her current content. I know she did a domestic goddess video. It looked kind of boring, and a live, which also looked kind of boring. But I want to show this to you guys for a minute, a trip back in time. So if you like what you saw and what you heard, please don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.